What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. Had another massive day on the VIP. You guys see we cashed a 4-man this morning, which every day we hit a 4-man, guys, it's going to be a multi-unit day, right? We're going to go up like at least 6 or 7 units on that day, which is exactly what we did. You guys saw yesterday's video. I actually cashed 2 4-mans yesterday. One was a full 4-man and then one was a 3 out of 3 because we unfortunately did have one DMP. Went up like 12 units yesterday. And then again, you guys see we cashed a big 8.5x entry here. I took beautiful correlation right here and then great correlation right here. I took 2 overs on Gen G, and the 2 overs obviously hit because Gen G ended up 2-0ing HLE, right? And this is actually what I took in yesterday's YouTube play. So you guys see really the same things I'm sending out to the VIP, the same things I'm sending out to YouTube. The VIP, you're just going to get probably 9 to 10 more plays a day than these picks on these YouTube channel. You're going to get like 9 times the amount of plays because I try to send out about 8 to 10 plays a day, and you're just going to make your bankroll grow that much faster on the actual VIP. So if you're serious about betting, guys, I'm going to be talking about the VIP today a lot. And another amazing day that we need to celebrate, right? We took Chovy and Ruler over. They end up going way over at 22. Chovy hit his individual line right here at 8. So, and then Ruler also hit his individual line right here at 14. So both of these guys go way over. We actually picked up a setup here. And if you are new to this channel, or maybe you need a refresher, the 2 pillars of this channel, what we try to do, our strategy is we try to find correlation, whether that's in football, whether that's in esports, whether that's in League of Legends, in Call of Duty, in Counter-Strike, whatever it is. We find correlation and we find closing line value. And what closing line value is pretty much a fancy term for we find plays that bump up in value. So if you guys look over here, we have a setup going into today in the next couple of hours. And I took slow Q at over 7. He bumps up to 7.5. And I took 3XA at 8.5 and he has already bumped up to 10. All right. So we took this yesterday and this line is now up at 10. So think about if you took Giannis at 8.5 kills, not kills, Giannis at 8.5 rebounds. And now Giannis is at 10 rebounds, right, in the NBA. You would be ecstatic about that entry. And it's the same thing in League of Legends. That's why we bet so much on League of Legends, because there's amazing correlation, probably the best in the game. That in college football is the best correlation in the game. And then 2, you can find insane closing line value because PrizePicks does not know what they're doing in League of Legends like they do in other sports, right? So you can find insane value there. And you guys will obviously also see, I've been talking about this all week, but you guys see the beautiful correlation here. And we have Call of Duty set up for Thursday, and we also have Call of Duty set up here. And all we want to do with correlation is find things that hit together. Well, this actually is an example, but we find things that hit together like this. So green, and this one also went green. And then we want to find things that either hit together or miss together. So you guys see all the greens together with these pairs. But this, for example, is a miss together, right? So we took the over and the under. What ended up happening is one guy goes the opposite, so they actually go under and over because this WBG team was the winning team in this game. So they're the one who actually got a lot more kills than I thought. And that's perfect. That's amazing right there. That's correlation. So that's part of the strategy is either things go red or green together. So we want to see things go red. We want to see things go green. That is all the strategy is, as well as finding closing line value, which is how you're going to get the plays on the VIP, because right when I send them out, you're going to get them at the best line possible. You can tail them within a couple of seconds. And then once you do that, you'll have the best plays and you will have correlation, which is our strategy. If you guys do not know, over the past 80 days, our strategy has generated us 127 units. So if you're a $10 better, that would be close to $1,300 that you would generate over the past 80 days. That is more than 1.5 units a day. Over the past 30 days, we're up 70 units. So if you're a $10 better, that would be $700. I had a guy text me today. He literally joined on Monday. He plays between $5 to $10 bets. He joined on Monday, and he is already up $250 so far since Monday. All right. And you guys saw yesterday, I was literally selling a football pass where you could get all of my bets till Super Bowl 60. So this was 200 days of betting for like $300 that you were getting that pass for. And this guy is betting $5 to $10 and he has already made $250 of profit in 2 days. So it's actually incredible what you can do with betting. It's actually incredible the amount of side hustle type income that you can make with sports betting. And that is my goal, to make all of you guys a side hustle income, whatever it is, whether you're a $5 better, $10 better, $25 $50 better, $100 better, whatever it is, make legit money where you can pay off things in your life with sports betting, obviously having a blast doing so as well. If you guys want a bigger, longer term perspective here, this is what we did last year. We did 600 units last year over the course of about 3,000 bets. I also, before I get into the play, do recommend go back to yesterday's video. I had so many amazing comments right here. Honest review of the VIP. Shout out to Jaker right here. Everything he shows in the graphs and videos what's happening every day. Got a 3-day trial, extended to 2 months from downloading an app. I'm going to be getting into that app of how you do. This guy knows his stuff. Amazing to see here. Thank you guys so much for the comments. One of my favorite comments right here was right here. I'm a $5 better. I've made $318 in the past 30 days. That is so insane to me. Like, you can be a $5 better, which used to be, if you guys, some of you guys who are long time PrizePicks users, $5 used to be the minimum that you would have to bet on an entry. So you literally couldn't bet less than $5. So you would have to bet either $5 or more on an entry. And again, it's great that you're starting $5, and then this guy is going to eventually get up to $7 a bet, $9 a bet, $12 a bet, $15 a bet, and start winning thousands of dollars a month sports betting when he gets up to $15 to $20 to $25 a bet. And that's pretty much how it's going to roll, right? Probably by mid-October, he'll be betting 15 to 20 bucks a bet, making thousands of dollars a month sports betting. So I talked about this yesterday, guys, but the last day to actually lock in this pass is going to be today. It is ending at 8 p.m. Central Time tonight. So you guys have about 8 more hours to go ahead and lock this in. As you guys see on the right side of the screen, I had a ton of you guys get in yesterday, which is amazing to see. I will say the problem with so many people getting in and loading in is that, like I said, one of the pillars is getting bumps. And when I have too many people join my VIP, what ends up happening is these bumps will happen in like 2 to 3 minutes. So a lot of people cannot end up tailing the plays. So that's a problem with getting too many people into the VIP all at once. And again, when we're hot like this, we have not actually lost. We have not had a losing week in the past 7 or 8 weeks. So I know we didn't in June. I know we have not so far in July either. So when we're hot like this, I have a lot of people tailing my bets, and getting too many people on the VIP could be a problem because, again, those bumps can happen very quickly when I have a lot of people hammering a bet instantly right as I send it out. So again, join the VIP today. You'll have 8 hours to do so. It'll be $337 will be the final price. Again, I've had people, be able to pay this off within just a couple of days of betting, really. And I'm telling you guys, you'll pay this off within maybe a month or two, and you'll have the rest of the NFL season completely free to you all the way up until Super Bowl. This is going to be all my bets. So not just football. It's going to be all my bets, all my esports bets, all my football bets. You guys will see how much we went up last year in college football, how much we went up last year in the NFL. If you add these two numbers together, that is 450 units. So if you're a $10 better, that is more than $4.5 thousand that you would be up, and that's amazing because in this pass you'll probably be profiting about $4,000 to $6,000 in this whole season. And again, the pass is only $337, so this is the absolute lowest price I can do it. I had so many people get in, and like I said, it is one of those things where it's kind of scary because if we get too many people in, then some of the bumps will happen very quickly, and then you won't kind of get that value down. So get in while you can. It won't be kind of fair to a lot of people who have already locked it in for the year. I've had a lot of people who have obviously had the whole year pass and stuff, and want to obviously preserve the value there. But that would be the first link in the description. This pass, I'm telling you guys, in the next like 30 days, by the time that preseason's kind of slowing down, because preseason actually starts on August 9th. So it's happening very quickly. Once preseason starts ending, I'm going to be releasing another 2025 season pass, or it's going to be the same pass, and it is going to be around $700 to $800. And I'll have people lock in for that price as well. So if you want to get it for more than half off, you can do so today. And we'll pay this off within a couple of months here. I talked about this too, but this is really important because beginning of July, I did another pass that was $500, kind of the same sort of thing. And I was thinking, it'd maybe take like 2 or 3 months for people to pay this off, and then they would have the whole football season to themselves. But they paid it off within less than 30 days. All right. So less than 30 days, they already paid this off. We went up like 65 units or something like that. So 65 units for a $10 better would be $650. So you would have actually paid it off plus more. And then now you have the rest of the season free. So again, lock this in. I don't really know what else to say. It's $300. You can use Afterpay. You can use Klarna to split it up in monthly payments. And this will be closing at 8 p.m. My number is right here if you guys want to text me any questions, and I'll answer that. You can also sign up for BOVADA today. That's going to be that banner down there. Just text me the word BOVADA, and I can actually get you in for free for 2 months. And I'll Venmo or Cash App you back the $25 play that I'll be sending you, which is another great way to get into my VIP completely free. So a ton of ways to get in my VIP, a ton of ways to get value. All these red states do have Bovada legal, so you guys can go ahead and lock that in. So let's get into the play of the day. One last thing is like, if you really are serious about sports betting, if you're really serious about profiting, which I don't know who wouldn't be serious about profiting, it's like making money, sports betting, it's money, right? You got to get into the VIP, right? I know these free plays are fun. I know we cashed yesterday. That's great. But you're going to have 10x the amount of growth, right? It's going to take 10 days of these free plays for me to send out the same amount of bets that I'm going to be sending out in one day in the VIP, right? And that's not even talking about Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Some of our best days, I'm sometimes sending out 12 to 13 plays on those days, all right? So definitely lock that in. As you guys see, our play of the day is going to be Brittany Griner to go over PRA. Brittany Griner is a very weird one to bet on because some games she's getting 13 to 15 minutes, and then some games she's getting 27, 28 minutes. Pretty much every time she goes over every time she goes over 22, 23 minutes, she does hit this line. And this is one of those games I think she's going to get a higher minute share. So she's one of those players where if you can find how many minutes she's getting in the game, you can really find if she's going to go over or under. I'm trying to lock that, find the key to why she sometimes doesn't play many minutes and why she does. I don't know why the coach of the dream does that, but there's sometimes she plays a ton of minutes, sometimes she does not. My theory right now is that when she plays teams with bigger personnel, so they have a good center, a good power forward, then Brittany Griner is going to get more into the game because she is like 6'7". She's kind of a post defender. She gets a lot of rebounds, and she also is just, the more she's on the floor, the more rebounds she's going to get, the more points she's going to get, the more assists she's going to get. So I do think she's probably going to play around 25 to 27 minutes tonight, so that's why I'm taking her over. Again, every time she goes over like 22 to 23 minutes, she does go ahead and hit this line. So go ahead and lock that one in. The second play of the day, we're going to obviously come to League of Legends. Obviously, it's our bread and butter this summer. That's how we've gone really up so much this summer is League of Legends. I think I'm the best League of Legends sports bettor on the internet. I really do. I don't know if anyone can prove me otherwise, but I don't even know if that many people are sending out League of Legends plays, which baffles me because everyone kind of bets on NBA, everyone bets on NFL, everyone bets on college football, but no one is out here betting on League of Legends like I am, and League of Legends is so amazing value. I mean, you can find the closing line value, you can find a correlation. It's so insane. What we're going to do is we're going to take Leo right here on bro.c, this bro.c team, to go over 9.5 kills. He is playing this DP KC team. This DP KC team, guys, I've watched them play multiple times. They are really bad. All right, they are really bad. This bro team is much better. They'll probably 2-0 them. Even if the game does go 1-1, Leo has the opportunity, he's done it before, where he can get 8 or 9 kills just in one map by winning, all right? So this is a league where it's, if you see this .c and this C at the end, this is a challenger league, all right? So these little things you need to know. So this team, for example, is a challenger team, which means they are kind of the academy team. And what happens with the academy teams, it's much more aggressive games. They do not play as straight by the book than these top teams in the world. These are teams that are top 50 in the world, top 100 in the world. And it's the same thing with this Bro C team. They're a challenger team, which means they're going to be more aggressive. When they win games, their players get 7 to 9 kills a game and stuff like that. And again, Leo's just a really solid play. He so far this season is averaging 6.5 kills per game. All right, so he's playing 2 games this game, which means he should be around 12 or 13, but his line right now is 9.5. I think this probably bumps up to 10. I would take him at 10, honestly. I think a fair value for him is about 11. So gonna lock this in with Griner and with Leo, and you guys should do so as well. Again, you guys can sign up for Bovada and get in for free. You guys can also sign up for this 2025 football season pass. It's gonna get all my plays up until Super Bowl 60. Again, you guys see everything tracked. We win long term. It's just as simple as that. I don't mean to be cocky or anything. I'm just saying we win long term. You guys see all the graphs, and there's really nothing to prove otherwise. Every single stretch of the imagination, every single time limit, time frame that we have here, other than maybe if you're going day to day or something, we do win long term here. And you guys will see. Maybe I'll even track it. We're gonna pay this off within a month or two, and the guys who have locked this in are going to be very happy because by September, they'll have paid this off and they'll have the rest of football season, which is our best months, to have completely free VIP access, all right? So this is huge. You guys can make thousands of dollars a month sports betting with a pass like this, and we will make between $5 to $7 grand so far this season, as long as you're a $10 or more sports bettor. But even if you're a $5 sports bettor, you can make a lot of money. You can make hundreds of dollars a month, which will be able to pay off this pass here. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.